which is actually I was gonna ask you, Keith. Like you did a whole because you DM me about like your whole fashion show thing, right? Right, yeah. And I was like, because I would because you guys know I don't like I've never. I remember what you told me, James. You told me the same thing about stories. You're like, you can see who saw your stories.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I just don't have the time. Like, I'm not. You can spend 2 days within a day just looking at, you know what I mean, like what people post on stories. But anyway, Keith did a whole fashion show, right? A whole fashion show. I had no idea. I actually had something I was gonna post about with him and and then he DM'd me with the like the post on the stories or whatever. And I was like, and so that's the question I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you, why did you do it as a story as opposed to a post?
Yeah.
Well, for one, like what you've done as a brand ambassador or whatever is like taking my page and made a whole image to it, whatever, right? So I knew it was gonna be the best quality photo shoot. So I was like, I put it in the story so that as people see it. I also the things I could do in the stories is different than what you could do in a post.
Yeah.
A little flavor to it so it don't look as basic as my brother taking a picture of me out front of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did a story, but I also don't know what you want to put out there as like the real photo shoot for DC11's gear or anything like that. So I knew I could just put it in the stories and be here to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I think, one of the things I think is important is that everyone has their own, of course, everyone has their voice. And I think it's important if you don't have a voice, to find your voice, right? So, and that goes into even in the way you tell your story. So like the way you wear the gear or what the gear represents to you is completely different than what it does to James. Do you know what I mean? Or the way James will wear it. James might wear gear and he's using it in his workouts, for instance, right? So that's different than you just being flying, you know what I mean? Like at a cookout, you know what I mean? Like just,
that's true.
Yeah. Like, and so that's the thing. And so all of those are authentic pieces of, what we represent. It's all part of the football culture, right?
Right.
11 football culture. So like, it's not just, and then, say Pierre, for instance, he might wear it on the field, like, while coaching, or, I mean, so it's just, so I think it's okay. And I would say, and actually, that's one of the things I encourage. If you notice, like some of the kids would send, or parents would send pictures of the kids wearing the gear at school or at parties or whatever it is.
Keep that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like people need to be themselves. You know what I mean? I think this is something that maybe there's a whole nother topic on. This is something in football that we need to discuss as well, which is that like it's okay to have different, identities and different characters, if you would, right? Mm-hmm. Like a human being is dynamic, and so for you're not gonna, be like you may not wear it. I mean, you may like you're not training all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you're not working out. Well, but you're in, you're at parties or at events or whatever it is. So you're
on U Street.
Yeah, you just dripped out.
I'm turning it to a tour. You need to have a couture option for
Gotcha.
Athleisure. I'm wearing it real functional, but one hat full going out.